I just want to say, I know a lot of people throw things like this out there. Man, I am so happy to see you guys again. You have no idea how much I've needed this. I'm so happy to be back. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Vague Rant. Welcome to the first stream in quite some time. Welcome to the first stream on the new computer. How about them apples, eh? Let me mess around with the volume mixer here, just make sure both I and you can hear the game properly. That should be about right. Shout out to the early crew here, by the way. Everybody who showed up. Gorguts, Dr. Path, Cult Evil, Blue Javelin, and anybody else who's just kind of hanging out in the background. Happy to see you back. Happy to be back, man. Happy to be back. It's been far too long, and some of that is my fault. Well, okay, a lot of that is my fault. Let's be blunt here. Oh, no sense lingering on that anymore, though, right? Actually, this shows you how long it's been. I forgot a lot of what my layout actually looked like here. Move the microphone over this way so I can actually see what I'm doing on the computer. You also got a new computer recently? Nice. Feels good, doesn't it? Ooh. Yeah, I'll stick to normal, thanks. I've played a little bit of this. I like being able to just breeze through the early enemies. Like, it starts off simple enough, but it gets hard later. I've only played a little bit of this just to make sure that it worked and I could record it for you guys. What could this book have to do with my father's disappearance? This young sellsword, Vivian, is on a journey to the place her father was last seen, Mithrilia. Bonjour, mademoiselle. Very evocative of games like Odin Sphere, isn't it? It's got that beautiful hand-painted art style to everything. All of those watercolors that you know I love so much. It is sad to see. Obsession too often leads to destruction. How did you get here? Your struggles and suffering will be your only rewards. What are you saying? Are you threatening me? Now, dance with the tempest. Embrace your destiny. I love how he started off by saying something French and then quickly became Spanish. So, A and D to move left and right. This game comes highly recommended with playing on a gamepad, which I technically have. I asked about this in the Discord. I have a PS4 controller. There is a slight problem, though. Nobody check your computer. This is going to be me here. If it'll actually fit. That was me just plugging this controller into a USB port. I do technically have two unclaimed USB ports, but they don't work for some reason. So the USB ports I have right now are dedicated to the mouse, the keyboard, the webcam, the microphone, and the capture card. That's all 5 of the back ones that are devoted to things other than letting me control this in an optimal way, so we'll just settle. Get back here. And he's gone. We have no idea who that guy was or what he wanted. The only clue we have as to what he might be was that red circle he left behind when he teleported away. I actually have no idea what the overall story is for this one. She's trying to find her father, which is her main character motivation here. It actually shows itself, this combat system, to be pretty decently complex right from the beginning. You have a difference between heavy and light attacks. They all have their own properties. You have the skills, which you can use, but they're going to cost you a little something extra. Oh, there we go. That's what they wanted me to do. So mana. Mana is basically your experience, if you will. It's one of those games where it's sort of got a Salt and Sanctuary feel to all of the progression. The look of Odin Sphere, but the gameplay of Salt and Sanctuary, except not as difficult. Ship was torn apart by the raging storm, and though Vivian struggled valiantly to survive, the roaring seas won the battle. It always raises a question, because I've played enough video games that have done this at this point. You gotta wonder, whenever a game starts like that, if the character ends up being dead the whole time. They actually died in the storm, and the rest of this journey is their punishment. Finally. Land. Thank the heavens that I still have my sword. Ah, the sun's in my eyes. Darn it, I need to wait for everything to fade back in. Help! Help. You're not the only one who needs it. I can still move, albeit with a bit of pain. But if I don't get something to eat soon... Help! Ah, it's going to bite me! It's going to tear me apart! That's the best boar impression I've got for you guys. Get away from her. You're not allowed to kill NPCs on my watch, especially when they have nice rewards for me. Thank you, kind lady. I would have met my end if it were not for you. My name is Lucia. I'm Vivian. My name is Lucia. I'm Vivian. Where am I? Where is this place? You're in Broccoli Village, of course. Where is it that you come from, Vivian? You're quite wet. Is it a wet place? I was in a horrible storm. You had to have seen it. My ship crashed and I awoke here. You wouldn't be able to spare something to eat, would you? Of course, my dear. It's the least I could do. You saved my life. You may have lost your ship, but the mermaids must be quite fond of you to bring you here. We'll find out later when we have that obligatory water level, won't we? So hey, we've just touched land on the beach, and we've already got our first life debt owed to us. I would be amazed if it was actually a dinner of pizza, Gorguts. I'll tell you guys when I'm officially at a blind spot in this game. I've unfortunately seen the first big plot twist, and yeah, I'm very interested to see where the rest of the story goes. And lucky you. This side is much safer compared to the place you were heading to. Works for me. I didn't have any specific plans anyway. Sup, Arbok? How you doing tonight, buddy? Broccoli is a small village. I expect you won't find it too interesting. Though I'm sure you'll love Wheaton. It's such a huge town. I've always wanted to visit there. Sounds like such a nice place. Oh, dang it. Pressed the button too early. That's a good idea. I like to imagine she just interrupted her there. I think I'll give this Wheaton a look. I wanted to finish that thought. Vivian? Yes? Can you help me? I can try. Remember that comment about you being wet earlier? No. Do you promise not to tell anyone about it? Sure. I really need to go to Wheaton, but there are horrible beasts inside the woods leading there. I'm too afraid to go by myself. Please take this gold and bring me to Wheaton. Why not? I'm sure I can handle a couple of boars. Oh, thank you, Vivian. This is such a relief. What's up, Pillow Slitter? My hands are raisins and I'm at work, but I dropped by to say hello. Welcome back. Hey, it's good to be back, man. It's just, I've missed this. Streams have a reinvigorating feeling on me. When I do them, when I talk to you guys, when I just stand around and play something great like this, it feels amazing. So, okay, tab to access the menu, F to use an assigned item, and then Q and E to switch between our different potions. So to heal HP or recover Rage. Rage is a central mechanic in this game. It kind of works like it does for Warriors if you've ever played World of Warcraft, where I think it raises as you attack enemies, and then you can expend it on more powerful skills, like that shockwave you saw me do right at the beginning. Now, treasure chests. I love the mechanic here where you can actually just brute force it if you really feel like. You're gonna pay for it if you do, but this one we know we're fine. So if that's what a normal treasure chest looks like, what does it look like when it's locked? I guess the padlocks are way bigger than that. Thank you so much for saving my daughter. If there's any way I can be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask. Oh, know any good places where I can buy equipment? That's basically what I need right now. I appreciate the hospitality, but I gotta be on the road as soon as possible. You don't get very far without encountering your first barrier here. And of course, any gate guard is gonna be a bit of a jerk. What's this? Another common beggar? You're certainly dressed the part. Lucia got herself into trouble. She should know better. Don't expect any rewards from me. You don't know it from talking to the guy, but this is actually her brother right there. A nasty looking sword he's got on his belt, doesn't it? Bit of a big guy, too. Be a shame if we had to fight him a little later. Sadly, we can't jump down into the well and explore all of the places down there. My name is Watford. I'm the head of Broccoli Village. Wait a second. Wheaton? Broccoli? I'm starting to catch on to a trend here. I never noticed that during the test playthrough. Hold on, we're gonna need a third one to confirm, but we'll know if this is intentional or not. Ah, right, the Stellas, too. We can fast travel between them, and they allow us to save. So yeah, I'll save over that. Whoa! 2 notifications back to back. Dude, Gorguts! Thanks for the crystals, man. We'll have that whole thing assembled in no time. Aw, look at this little guy. Nobody's gonna miss that egg back there, right? I wonder if this is one of those RPGs where anything I break might have consequences. Thank you for saving my fiancé. Please forgive my stutter. But I know that I respect Lucia and refuse to force her into this marriage. I will speak with my father. If Lucia doesn't want to get married, I will give her up. Bit of an unfortunate situation she's in, isn't it? It's one of those eras of games, huh? Now hold on just a minute here. This also has one of my... It's not a pet peeve even, it's just a tiny little annoyance in games. Like, of course you're going to talk to every NPC you come across as soon as you see them. We've got the juiciest and freshest produce in town. Cool. I'm especially interested in your melons. I mean, what? So you come in here and you're thinking, maybe I don't want to buy any of this. It would probably be a better idea, especially when it costs all of your money just to get 1 stick of butter. So you're probably just thinking to yourself, maybe I'll go get some equipment instead. You don't see anything you like? I guarantee it's the best in town. It's just I don't know why. It's probably that social anxiety. Just people being disappointed when you don't buy things from them. It's like, God, don't strong-arm me into spending all of my money. I don't need that pressure. Hello, hello. Please come inside. The smells are free, but the taste costs money. Come back when you've got some. All right, I suppose I do have some leftovers. Thank you. I mean, you've been so nice to me, I can't help but eat something now. And spoiler alert, this isn't too much of a detriment to do this. I know I just made fun of the last thing being all of our money for a stick of butter, but there actually isn't any equipment you can buy in the first town, so. Plus it gives us a little stat boost anyway. It's a win-win in my book. Must be the stranger who saved Lucia. My name is Alex. I'm forever in your debt. Please accept this token of my appreciation. Nice. I must be on my way. Farewell. Lucia. Alex, huh? You didn't see that, Alex. Ah yes, beggars known for carrying well-crafted swords and armor. I wouldn't exactly call what she's wearing well-crafted, but yes, that crow would have hit me if I didn't stop him there. Also, we're just gonna chow down on that donut we happen to find in the middle of that log there. There are so many... I find the gamey elements of this game to be kind of charming, to be honest with you. Hello, young lass. Come and see the finest equipment in the land. He's not kidding either. Look at this. Look at how... It's going to cost me an arm and a leg, but I could go up from 70 attack up to 90 and get some fire element to go with it. But probably going to have my eye on that leather armor right now. Suppose you're not someone who knows art when she sees it. Again, NPCs just being dicks about the whole, what, you're not going to buy from me thing? This guy is just straight up Dracula. Not even kidding. Like, he's got the claws, he's got the eyes, he's got super pale skin. Like, even with her standing right next to him, it's apparent. Is this just what mages look like in this universe? Yes, yes. Come in, come in. I've got potions for whatever ails you. Okay, not Vlad the Impaler. Decreases damage taken. I believe we find one of these a little later. We find an amulet like that later on, just out of a treasure chest somewhere, so no need to buy that now. No, no. There's got to be something you need. Take another look. I literally have no money, dude. I'd rather take that. I'd rather have him recognize that instead, because at least then I have an excuse, you know? Where's this path? There we go. I keep forgetting that the path I'm looking for is on the bottom of the screen, not in the background, because the arrow goes up. Strange little bit of design that they do that. Can't go in this windmill. You can break those pots if you want. Nobody's going to mind too much. Although I wonder... Consumable. Oh, we picked up an antidote somewhere too. Branch and a copper goblet. Oh, for sale. So I don't actually use that to craft anything. I just sell it to get a little extra money. And key items too. This is the attack skill that I've got for now, Impulse Blade. And our abilities. This is what I meant when I said this plays a little bit like Salt and Sanctuary. You've got this big old, I guess, spiral, a nebula almost of different abilities. They highly recommend you go for the big star-shaped ones first, though. And I kind of understand why. Because that includes the double jump, dodging, and air dodging. You have no block in this game, which I guess makes sense considering what she's wearing. If you're using rage as your power, you're probably a berserker type of character. You're not too focused on defense anyway. Which is weird to say, considering that down this path, the first thing you're going to get is 10 extra defense. And beyond that, Heaven's Fall costs less rage. I don't even have that ability. Heaven's Fall? Is that something I unlock from another spot? Rising attack, meditation. Rage regain +1. Interesting. So should I go for the extra defense, or should I master the basics before I try to get into anything too crazy, I wonder? Who are you? What do you want? Trying to steal my crops, are you? No, this guy actually looks pretty young. His face is just long. Off with you. I worked hard for these crops. Not stealing crops, huh? Well, I still got my eye on you. Okay, don't mind. Well, he's looking now. I don't want to break the pots. But we all know if they don't exist on screen, they can't see you do anything, so... This is how games work. Take a look at this chick, boys. Looks like a witch to me. You boys know what we do to witches, don't you? Stone the witch! Smash! Hey, cut it out! It's about time to get out of this town, boys. Nothing but dirt and fools around here. Not worth the time. Smash! Don't you kids have any parents? You eavesdropping on us? Get out of here. We've got more stones to throw. And you've got 2 big targets right on your front side. It's best if I just ignore these kids. The real final boss right there in front of us. Come on, please move. Please get... No, I don't care what you're hiding in there. I'm taking it with me. Now, where's this path forward? I mean, at least they acknowledge it right from the start, you know? It's interesting that they actually touch on the idea that this character... It's like, yeah, we know what we're doing. We intentionally designed her that way. Don't worry about it. Is there really no other path here? I thought this was the direction I had to go. Yeah, nothing doing. Huh. Man, it's been years since I've played Fire Emblem Awakening. Were the Berserkers really that strong? I've always, I know this makes me kind of basic, but I always gravitated towards the Lords myself. I don't know what to say. They just seem to have the best spread of stats at any given moment. Right, definitely not that direction. Have I become lost in the first town? Come on. Come on. So what else been happening since we last talked? I think that's a good place to start. Now that I think about it, now that I'm getting back into the swing of things here. Last we spoke, I said I was upgrading the computer, and it's been doing wonders for me. The promo video I put up on YouTube, yeah, that... I know what you guys are thinking. You see that? You see that right above me? No. I know better. I've watched Pro Jared's stuff. I know this is only going to end in disaster for me. If you wouldn't do it in real life, probably don't take the risk in a video game. Thank you for this, Vivian. We're sure to encounter some beasts, but I'm not afraid so long as you're with me. I will follow close by. Why aren't you actually following me? We didn't make enough money on Indiegogo for my combat animations. Okay. There are actually 2 paths you can take through the forest here. The straightforward is the harder path, I would say, but taking this side path is also recommended. I'm going to take the hard path because I want the mana. And also the gold, too, for that matter. Both would be appreciated. What about some of the more recent Fire Emblem games? Have those been any good, out of curiosity? I've heard mixed things about FE. I've heard, Fire Emblem Fates. No, there was Fire Emblem Fates, and then Fire Emblem Echoes was the other one that came out, although that's technically a remake of one of the NES games, so... Even though that was explained just about nowhere in the promotional advertising, which was kind of weird. I guess, though, we're seeing the American advertising, so to us, it is a brand new game. Yeah, that side path would have come out here. So before we go too much farther, why not explore what it has to offer, shall we? Stupid birds. Stupid dog! Yo, speaking of old cartoons, you guys hear that they're working on a Rugrats remake right now? Anybody who's going to the San Francisco I forget the name of the convention off the top of my head, but there are rumors that you'll get a chance to look at what's in production right now if you get a chance to look at that, and I am so envious of anybody that does. That's just one of those shows. It's such a weird thing to explain to people. Like, how can a show about literal babies be so entertaining? It's one of those, it's almost impossible to explain. And not just because I haven't actually seen it in a long time. You have to see it yourself. It's I wouldn't even say a charm to it. It's complicated. The best way I can explain the appeal of Rugrats was that it's all about... It was a character-driven show, I guess. It was just this indomitable sense of imagination and adventure. It just struck a chord with you when you were that age, you know? So you played pretend. Your world was that gigantic once upon a time. It's fine. I have some food. Shall we eat? So, Lucia, have you told your family yet? I'm sorry, Vivian. I've lied to you. My mother is trying to force me into an arranged marriage. My true love and I have agreed to escape to Wheaton. Oh, Alex, we will be reunited. Alex, we met that guy. My brother is on watch at the main road, so I couldn't possibly escape through there. Alex and I agreed to meet at the border of this forest. I'm so sorry, Vivian. You didn't agree to this. Are you sure? What do you mean? About getting away from your family. Is that what you really want? My mother is so excited to have me marry that idiot Watford's son, and so is my dumb brother. Watford? How did that idiot become the head of the village? Alex is but a poor blacksmith's apprentice, and my mother would never agree to our marriage. I'm leaving with Alex. Perhaps time will bring their forgiveness. I only regret missing my little brother Camden's return from Wizard Academy. Dropping a couple names here. Keep an eye out for Camden. Maybe we'll encounter this character in the future. He's so very sweet. I miss him so. If you're confident in your decision, then my sword is at your disposal. We journey to Wheaton. For Wheaton. Wheaton. Alex. Thank you so much, Vivian. It just didn't change much? Okay. When enough ingredients are gathered for recipes, you can cook meals in the campfires that recover HP and other buffs. New recipes can be unlocked by eating in the restaurants. Now, isn't that a little true to life? Like, you just get all of your ideas from other people. It's like, this is a neat, new innovation in food that I've never seen before. I'm gonna bring it back to my place and totally make way more money than you off of it. If I recall, we do have enough mana for something right now. What do you guys think? Should I start just focusing on Rune Warden first? Because nothing's really even hitting us that much right now. We could afford to put off the toughness upgrades for some time. All that extra defense. Take 30% less damage when HP is below 30%. I guess figuring out which path we want to go down would be more based on the final ability along the way, wouldn't it? Wait a minute. This over here. This is completely separate from the rest of the tree. Wait, why is that? It doesn't connect to any other node. Do we get forging automatically? No. Hang on. Requires the essence of ice. So we'll find that item down the road, and then it'll let us go down the rest of the tree. Interesting. Hey, Lee! Hope you've been well? Yeah, more than well. Things are looking really up for me lately. I've actually got a surplus of money right now. It's great. I honestly don't know what to spend it all on. I've actually been helping these guys pay off some of their debts. I've got a plan. I'm going to share this plan with all of you right now. I have something that's keeping me motivated at this point in time. My plan is, by April next year, I am going to have amassed enough money to take these guys to Disney World. Because everybody here is stuck in a rut. They are unhappy, they don't have anything to look forward to, they feel like every day, day in and day out, is the same old grind, the same old struggle. And that's not great. I want to brighten up their days a little more. I want them to feel like life is worth living, in a weird way of saying it. So that's what I'm working on right now. Gonna help pay off this guy's student loans, which is gonna be no mean feat because it's approaching like $50,000. But hey, Get a paycheck or two from YouTube and Twitch. That's not going to be the main thing about it. A lot of this is going to be audiobooks. Unless Pokemon Panic or something really starts to take off and I start hitting ninja level numbers or something. Maybe I should start playing Fortnite. Nah, we've been through that conversation before. God, this is such a satisfying game. And it's only like $4 too. I picked it up the day it came out for half that price. They really wanted to boost those numbers right off the beginning. I guess because it was brand new and they wanted to push it to the top of people's lists. Yeah, if you appear on the front page of Steam, that helps with discovery. Getting a 50% discount on the first day, yeah, that boosts sales a little bit. Pokemon Panic? Oh, that's a new idea I've had. This is going to be happening tomorrow. Basically what it is, it's Pokemon Yellow, except I'm playing the randomized version of it, and every half hour I spin a wheel that adds a new modifier to the game. So something like temporary Nuzlocke rules, or I can't use healing items for a little while, something like that. It's absolute insanity, and it's a ton of fun too. Yes. 5 extra luck. Rune Warden is apparently our class here. Ever want to play Mother Gunship? I've never heard of that one. Describe it to me and I'll decide from that. I think this is where something happens. Something's wrong. This area reeks of death. Be careful, Lucia. Alex, heavens be with us. Alex has to be safe. Let's go. Lucia. No, no, no. Not like this. Not like this. That could not have been more appropriately timed. Okay. I need to fix my alerts sometime. You guys technically weren't supposed to see that one. Thank you, Dr. Path. I appreciate that, man. That is like, wow, that's 500. Dude, you didn't have to do that. So this is why I always feel bad telling stories about financials and goals, because then people feel like they have to donate. It's like, don't worry about it, guys. One way or another, I'll figure out the way. You just enjoy this. You do whatever makes you happy. Alex, my love, who could do this to you? This sword. I know this sword. It's my father's sword. The same sword that my brother Willie yearns to so deeply to wield. It would seem that my family indeed put an end to our plan, my sweet Alex. I'm sorry, Vivian. It seems that my journey ends here with my love. Please bring this necklace to my father and announce that his daughter is dead. Lucia, I don't think that is wise. Yes, perhaps you are correct. Just allow me to stay with my love for a little while longer. Just a little longer. You can return to the village from the main road. Don't worry about me. I will be fine. Lucia is no more. Lucia is dead. But I will live on. She's calmed down, but it's obvious that she's not all right. I should give her some space. I kind of want that sword, if I'm being honest with you. I really, really want that blade. I really want to upgrade the gear that I've got here. Ooh, the sky's completely changed right now. It's got a completely different mood than before. Dr. Path is stealing the pizza. Oh no. People are always stealing my pizza. Somebody touching my, you know. It's kind of interesting, the food pickups, because there's a difference between ones that you use for cooking other things and then the ones, because you see that asparagus on the floor and you're, dude, Gorguts. Aw, shit, we got a bit war going on. Who's gonna come out on top? Whoa. Monster! Hold! Stay where you are! I beg of you, have mercy on me. It's here. Soul Reaper is here. We're all doomed. What? Oh boy. Hey. Open up, please. I could use all of this gear. Sounds to me like something really bad. It's coming along the way. Yeah, honey, please, put on some actual clothes here. Of course it doesn't show. I mean, it's just an indie game. It only costs $4. I'm not gonna hold them to that kind of thing. Even Bloodstain is only giving aesthetic differences to your weapons and your accessories, so I wasn't expecting anything too much here. I'm officially blind past that reveal of Alex dying. From this point forward, everything's blind to me. Now we're in completely unknown territory. We're going on this journey together, everybody. Oh, please give me every little advantage I can get here. Shouldn't the animals all be running away from this place right now? They've got better senses than us humans. They can smell the blood, can't they? Ugh. Yeah, this is me being an art nerd right now, but just the tone here. How dark everything got. How different this is to everything else. Her portrait reminds me of Yang from Ruby. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. She does have the same kind of hair. Pitiful. Demon, what devilry is this? You may just do. Embrace my trial by death. There's too many, but I'm not one to give up. And it looks like they're not either. I wonder if this is one of those you're supposed to lose fights. Oof. No, not with damage like that, it's not. Oof. There we go. Ouch. Yeah, I'm getting the feel. It's not even telling me this thing's level. Jeez. Achievement unlocked, Soul Reaper. It's gotta be possible, because this is an action RPG. It has to be possible to actually beat this thing. And I'm too exhausted to keep fighting. I can't believe this is the end. You have proven unworthy, but your soul shall give me sustenance. Oh, who's this? In the name of Veride! Get good. Obey my command. Incineration! You're a lucky monster. Few force me, the Witch of Veridi, to raise my hand. This pitiful vessel has reached its limits. But you, the Witch of Veride, you have excellent potential. I claim you as my vessel! A reversing curse! How dare you! But it shan't work on the Witch of Veride! What a pity. We shall see. You are mine. Is it gone? It would seem that we have a survivor. Move her inside, Camden. Indeed, we did meet him after all. I almost want to try that again, to go back and save and try that whole sequence from the beginning. It's sort of like that final boss challenge that I did. Maybe after beating the game once, I'll go back and try to kill the Soul Reaper. You seem to be feeling better. Yes, I am. Thank you. I am Holborn, Witch of Veride. I was impressed to find that you could hold that devil and his minions at bay for so long. You lasted all of half a minute. Not bad for a mere mortal. What is your name? Vivian. And there's nothing to be impressed about. I'm just a sellsword. A sellsword, huh? Perhaps you should consider a new job. The way you handle your sword, it's beyond anything a typical sellsword could do. It's just some simple tricks. Anyone could do them. Is that right? Because it's very similar to a technique called runecraft, and it is by no means a technique anyone could do. Runecraft is said to adapt runestones to drain mana in the surrounding area, which is ideal for defeating wizards. Yeah, I've heard those stories. Every wannabe adventurer has. But I only know enough swordplay to earn a few coins here and there. Nothing like that. Of course. Nothing like that. Nice belt placement, by the way. Madam, what was that horrid abomination? We have to hunt it down and destroy it. Allow me to introduce my young apprentice. Vivian, this is Camden. Poor Camden. I know you yearn for vengeance, but this abomination is no common demon. It would not be so easily banished. Damn it! If we were to meet it again, I'm afraid we would have little chance of defeating it. But don't feel discouraged. It should be severely wounded by my incantations. And I hope it will be for quite a while. After all, its bloody curse is prepared to devour me at any time. I should have killed it. Madam! Fear not. Veride will not be corrupted easily. What was that thing? Soul Reaper, it would seem. It has been wandering cursed places such as Mithralia, but it is quite strange to see it in this village. The last generation of wizards built a guardian stone to protect this area from evil. Guardian? Oh, that thing! Yeah, what? You mean the thing we use to travel around, to quick travel around? I mean, no, I can't use this magic power. What did you even call it? Minecraft? Yeah, that stuff. Guardian Stone? Is that the one outside the village? It is. Have you seen it? Yes. Someone died there. Their blood covered the stone. So the Guardian Stone was sullied. It's no wonder that its magic is waning. My sister is the only survivor of this onslaught, but she's been silent since her return. No idea what you're talking about. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know if she's genuinely ignorant about her own abilities, or she's intentionally trying to hide it. She has to know at this point, because she knows how to upgrade her own abilities. Speak, Vague Rant. What do you know? Camden, behave. There is no need to be rude. I must apologize for my pupil's behavior, Miss Vivian. Camden, apologize to Lady Vivian immediately. Might there be more you can tell us about our current situation, Might there be more, moo man, mel mus, about merrent situation, Miss Vivian? Vivian tells Horborn and Camden what happened. So basically, this is all your fault. Calm down, Camden. None of this was Vivian's doing. Seems that while Willie killed Alex and made the young lover's blood sully the Guardian Stone. This stone keeps evil away, but does not banish it. So the evil grows and grows outside of the stone's power, waiting for its chance. The spilled blood allowed the evil in. It all makes sense. Would you kindly do me a favor, Miss Vivian? I'm quite occupied by this curse for the time being. It would be best if I were to keep an eye on it. Otherwise, it could take me at any moment. I could use a hand, if you would pardon the pun. Having a sense of humor in this situation, this woman just airs confidence, doesn't she? If she's cracking jokes at a time like this, it's like, yeah, my life could end at any moment, but why don't you give me a hand for keeping it at bay this long? Fear that my pizza quest is going to come to an end. I believe you have a bit of your own curse that you've come by in your journeys, yes? I say we work together to put an end to this curse. First, we must repair the Guardian Stone. I understand that there is an ancient battlefield near this village. It would be very beneficial if you were to use your sellsword talents against an undead warlord and retrieve the dark crystal it bears. With the dark crystal, I could easily repair the Guardian Stone. Now I wish I had actually seen that movie. I hear really good things about it. It was a Jim Henson production, after all. Our curses. Hey Fnu, you ever play The Sims? Briefly. I played one of the console versions way back when, but I've never gotten super deep into them before. I want to, though. Because they seem like the kinds of Sims, well, pardon the pun, but it seems like the kind of simulation game that I'd be really into. The ancient battlefield is next to the junction east of the Guardian Stone. I trust that this will be no difficult task for you, Miss Vivian. Aw, thanks for the potions! Nice. Everybody wants to help me. I mean, I guess we are in this together now, so it's understandable. Oh no. What are you looking at? Keep away from my sister. All these years studying magic, and for what? I can't even keep my family safe. Hey, are you eavesdropping? Mind your own business. Who was that, out of curiosity? Aw, it says I just got a follower, but it's not telling me who. Come on now. Hey, Gator Hero! Welcome back, man. I wonder what happened with that. Did it just automatically unfollow you from me or something? Uses my last donation as hit points. You should have a little bit of a bonus on top of that, though. My dearest Alex, you and I will be together now until the very end. Are you all right, Lucia? No one is going to separate us. Poor Lucia. She's traumatized. She said she'd live on, but can you really call that living? Dear me. I love the Bit Boss for that very reason. The Bit Boss is really fun because it allows you to have some screen time and be part of the stream for a little while. But beyond that, there's also the Bit Leader for that current week. I don't like that they took away the overall leader of all time, but it's their call, it's their website. I can complain about it, but ultimately the decision's theirs, unfortunately. You should leave, stranger. You're not welcome here. What the devil do you want? We don't trust strangers here. You were nice and welcoming not too long ago, buddy. Get the hell out of my town, Vagrant! Why don't you make me? That's what I thought. I was leaving on my own volition anyway, so know that I'm doing this not because you told me to. Only because I've got more important things to do than sit here and be yelled at by some NPC. Poor Lucia. I will take good care of her. I have nothing to say to you. Just leave this village. We don't need you here. Fuck all y'all. You know exactly what you did, and if they'd let me, I'd end you myself and save her the trouble. Given the option, I might actually do it here. But whatever. Seems I've caused enough problems already. Watford doesn't want us trading with strangers, but money is money. Take a look. 400, 250. 714. What could I buy with that again? Twitch just unfollowed me for some reason. Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. How many of these do I have? I wish it gave me a list that told me if I already had some of this item in my inventory. No money. An impoverished life is no life at all. Again, I really wish they didn't do that. Come on if you're hungry. We don't want Watford to see you drooling. Just going to hang about, maybe you should leave. Got no time for lollygaggers. Well, I already ate here earlier, buddy. And if you hadn't noticed, I don't have a ton of cash to work with. I'm saving up for a sword, okay? Some of us have to survive out there in the great wide world and actually solve the problems. Guess y'all wouldn't know anything about that, just how to create them. You're the ones who pushed her into that situation to begin with. All of this is your fault. Don't even start with me. I'm unusually vindictive towards these people right now. I don't know why, either. I'm really curious. I'm not gonna lie. That's it? No angry swarm of bees? I'm not going to immediately get killed by a ton of enemies that I can't actually hit? But I don't get anything out of it either. Alrighty then. I guess I was cautious for nothing. I guess this is why people experiment. Where is this battlefield again? I had to take the east entrance out of town, correct? And I just happen to be going back through the forest all over again. I mean, it's good for mana grinding at the very least. Speaking of which, now I've got my basics knocked out a little more. 750, which gives us plenty of points to play around with all the other abilities. I don't know how much platforming they're actually going to have me doing. And I'm going to forget to use my abilities anyway. I'm just going to throw this out there. So maybe for now, mana, more defense is the best way to go. If there's anything else out here, it'll be worth it to come grab it really quick before we go to the harder areas of the game. Because we know we can get rewards here just fine. Look at that. It's enough for you to notice the damage, but not enough for it to actually be a threat. It's just annoying more than anything else. Of course, then you bump up the difficulty to something like Lunatic, and that crow probably one-shots you. You never know with games like this. Indie devs have an interesting concept of difficulty sometimes. But I accept that not every game is Celeste, and not everybody wants to always play a game like Celeste, so... different strokes for different folks, as they say. Was this path here before? Was it always this long? 930. Is this the town we were at before where we encountered the zombie? Or zombies, plural? We're going to meet our friend the Reaper again? Or the Soulbinder, or whatever the hell its name was? All this thick fog. No, that just leads straight back into town again. This world is connected in some interesting ways, I gotta say. So this is... yeah, I want to know where this place is in relation to everything else. Oh, there we go. We actually did get some mana out of that. One of these days, there is actually going to be a bee swarm coming out of that. It's lulling me into a false sense of security for now. It's just like, oh, I can just break whatever I want, no problem. And then one of these days... it's like in Banjo-Kazooie. Try and take my honeycombs this time and you'll be sorry. I need to catch up to My Hero Academia, honestly. There's still Season 3. I'm everything up to Season 2, but I kind of wanted to watch it with these guys when it comes out in English, even though I know I'm going to be waiting a long time here. Jesus, all I did was try to help, and now everybody in the world hates me. I'm not a big fan of that when it happens in video games, I'm not gonna lie. It's like I followed my own moral compass. The game didn't even give me a chance. There was no way to avoid this outcome, so it feels kind of bullshit, you know? Like, how do you want me to make this right? The only options I have are follow the path the game has given me and slice my sword a whole lot. You're not giving me many options here. Dude, I'm actually afraid to try out The Sims 3, if I'm being honest with you. Or The Sims 4, for that matter. These guys have it. I could give it a whirl whenever I like on their computer, but it's just, it's one of those, like, I know how I am with those kinds of games, and I would lose hours of my life in a time where I need to be more productive than ever. Remember, Disney World. The subs are better? No, I actually like both of them, honestly. I'm one of those apparent weirdos that likes to actually hear his shows in his own language, you know? I don't like reading. I don't like subtitles. They just, to an extent, they take me out of whatever experience I'm in. I like seeing anime in English. Call me strange. I know I'm in the minority on that one, but it's just that you went through the trouble to release it here in America. So why not go through the effort to actually find some decent voice actors and writers for it? Not translators, writers. That was very intentional on my part, okay? Just so you know. Well, that's the battlefield forward. That seems to lead into the valley there. But what direction are we going in? Well, let's look at the map. Ah, something off in that direction. That'll help. That is exactly what we're looking for. Still wolves, huh? The only option we have for avoiding attacks right now is to just duck. We don't have a dodge roll, we don't have anything like that. The game, that's probably why the game told me to hurry along. I have to fix the Guardian Stone before Aww. Well, man, that's the direction that the map told me to go in. Why'd I even spend my time going in that direction? Why'd you put that particular icon there instead of the direction I was supposed to travel in? Alright, here we go. Get comboed! Jerks. Hey, campfire. I mean, I've still got that one buff, and I have no other recipes at the moment. I mean, I could technically go back to town and buy the salad and try to put that together in the future. Might be a good stream game one day. You can get really goofy and would be good fun. Oh, See, I'm really careful these days when I say that sounds like a great idea, because everything sounds like a great idea. But the problem is, if I try to do every single one of them, I end up in the situation where I'm in right now, where it's like, hey, I'm playing Pokemon, and I'm doing Stardew Valley with these guys, and then I have everything else on top of what I'm trying to do right now. All of these other games that I've promised people that I'm going to play one day. So, notes. Tutorial. Runecraft. What was this all about? Select a weapon or armor. Enhance equipment ranks by spending mana. Enhanced equipment will be more powerful and have more rune sockets unlocked. You will find a menu containing the enchant option. Insert rune stones into the unlocked rune sockets to absorb the power into the equipment. Already has an effect, will cause the original effect to disappear. Okay, so I can't just take them out. I have to be very careful what I put all of them. Even if you just try it once, we'll try and make it a thing in the future. I will attempt it. I will I will put it in the queue. And that sounds like such a shitty thing for me to say, but it's the best I can promise right now. You know, it's the only armor I've got at the moment. 10 mana? Oh, heck yeah. I mean, this isn't a whole lot of mana to spend. Even with it all together. Ideal for small tussles. Minor attack increase, critical damage increase, and another attack increase. Neato. So the higher an armor gets, the better it is. So now we went from an armor with like 1 extra defense to something with 10 extra defense. Nice. Nice. So this is how we make our equipment better. Hell yeah, we're going to enhance our sword. Who needs the bigger ones that you can buy from the shop? Not me. We'll just use this one. Did you lose respect for Butch H. Hartman yesterday like everyone else? Describe this situation to me? I don't rightly know what's going on, actually. I have no clue. I don't know about this story. Fill me in, why don't you? Butch Hartman, who is that again? I know I've heard that name before. Is he an animator? Whoa. Man, I didn't even know if who those guys were. It's just the game let me hit them. So I assumed they were enemies of some description. That's probably where I need to go right now, but... Whoa, ow! Jerk! Yep, he threw the first stone that time. I don't have to feel so bad about this. Ooh, 100 gold coin. You don't see many of those just lying around. Oh. Status effects. Awesome. And super armor. Well, now I know better for next time. How do I get rid of that? Antidote. Whew. Next time we get to a camp, I need to eat. Just you saying that makes me satisfied. Thanks for considering my suggestion. Man, glad I can do what I can. And that's all I can really promise. It's all I ever do promise people, is that I will do what I can. I will do everything in my power as a human being, who also has limitations just like you guys. So that's really interesting. The amount of damage these zombies are taking. Like, I should have been able to kill a lot more during that initial boss fight. If they had followed the rules of these same zombies here, but they just kept getting up again even after taking a full combo from me. Which is interesting. Inspired by the ancient text on the tablet, you have learned a new skill. Nice. Progression all over the place. Armor, accessory. Ooh, an elixir. Not E-L-I-X-I-R, E-L-I-X-E-R. I wonder if there's a historical difference between the two. Like if there's a reason that they spelled it that particular way. Elixir. Because that's a dubious color for something consumable anyway, don't you think? It's like... That's why they call it that. You look at it and you go, I'm not sure if I should drink this. Tasty yet viscous. Oh, sort of like root beer flavored cough syrup. Which I've told that story before. I had one of the most awesome doctors in the world as a kid. Rise up in the air while performing a spiral cutting maneuver. We'll put that in skill slot 2, I guess, because it's a rising skill. So L and up. Interesting. Of course, that's all of my rage, so not going to be able to use anything else for a little while here. Made Danny Phantom and the Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, I know who that guy is. I've seen some of his YouTube videos. So I would also like to know what's up. I'll look into that one for you. I really should be more on top of things. I picked up on a Twitter meme yesterday, and yet I don't know the situation going on with it. With a huge influencer in animation and nerd culture right now. Priorities straight as an arrow, this one. Hold on, that's a lot to take in, Gator Hero. Give me a second to actually figure out a direction to go in here, and then we'll read all of that. None of the collectibles respawn, but of course, all of the enemies do. Oop. I cannot get that dash soon enough, which I think I can actually unlock the dodge now, can't I? Thanks for just standing in the way of my sword, buddy. It's appreciated. Okay, so what's going on here? So basically, he's making every single creative mistake on the internet right now. But people are still giving him money anyway, so you can't really call them mistakes, can you? I don't mean that in a condescending way. It's just, I don't know why the internet keeps letting assholes get away with what they're doing, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm committing myself, doubling down basically on, because I found out why people like watching me not too long ago, so I'm doing my best to stay positive these days. Okay, dodging. The U key? U of all things? While evading to neutralize incoming attack for a longer time. While, what? Performed at the moment of impact, you will avoid being knocked prone. Well, I'll take it. And the ability to dodge in the air. I don't think that's what Heaven's Fall is. What's the skill we just got? No, that is Heaven's Fall. Impulse Blade and Heaven's Fall are the two skills we've got right now. Or the two... Yeah, skill is actually the proper term in this case. So, okay, Heaven's Fall, Heavy Attack, Whirling Slash, Impulse Blade, there it is. Impulse Blade now has a piercing effect. That'd be useful. Enhance one of the skills we already have. It's Power Upper. To jump and blow away an enemy. Oh, new combos and whatnot. Interesting. Do I want to go for that or just rush the double jump? I mean, having a nice combo to work with would be great. And it's not too far away considering how quickly we've been getting mana. That works. That is okay by me. That sucks. That sucks when somebody who made so many things you enjoy gets a little too big for their britches. Like, haha, I'm on the internet now. I'm invincible. Well, no, actually. Hi, let me walk you through the process. Let me tell you how PR works. So... forged in the school of hard knocks like the rest of us, we became our own PR managers, and sometimes we succeed at it. Not all the times. You've seen some of the things I've posted in the Discord. Exclamation point Discord if you want to join in the chat. Alright, where are we going next? I'm still trying to get over to the right there. This game is really keen on me not going in that direction. It just keeps pushing me... Well, it just keeps pushing me in into different areas anyway. Can these guys just show up anywhere they like? Like those zombies just up here? Because they weren't there before. Up. Alright. Alright. Ooh, those enemies are annoying. I'm gonna have a lot of fun beating the crap out of them in the future. I can imagine. Oh yeah, there is more to break there. Okay. That's a standard procedure with any action-adventure game, though. Break everything, fight all the enemies you can, level up as much as you can before you progress the story. Because that'll help you just blow through the bosses, or at least survive them in a properly balanced game. Yeah, dude. I need to learn to use that dodge more effectively. Because there doesn't seem to be a punishment for it. It doesn't cost me anything, it looks like. And I can chain 2 of the... Oh. So it's that trigger area. Walking into it is what makes the battle happen. Okay, I see what's going on. Hey, Chiron! How are you doing tonight? Sup? Not much. Just happy that I'm back and doing the show again. How about you? How's life been treating you lately? Oh, this is an interesting situation right here. Some of these enemies are actually too short for me to hit normally. Good thing I have a crouching attack that I discovered after the battle was already over. I was smart. Yeah, it didn't ultimately matter in the long run. And getting that combo ultimately didn't matter either, because guess who's been forgetting to use it so far? A drop kick in midair. So an air-specific power attack. I like that. It all helps us in the long run, right? Mirage Storm, Tornado Slash, and Polar Strike. There's no need to upgrade the abilities until I get them. Or is there? I get 200, I can... Trying to get commissions. Ah, the eternal struggle. I don't mean this condescendingly, but there's a reason it's called being a starving artist. Holy water. You can unlock a new ability with it. Where's the ability? What? What? Huh? Holy water. Because this one requires Essence of Ice. But where are we... Well, now that I've found that, I need to know... Oh, I see. So strength level 2. There are certain items you have to find in the overworld before they'll let you progress too far down a particular tree. Okay, so Holy Statue keeps you from your super toughness. Holy Water lets me get more health, though. Oh, hang on. Who is this? That, according to my email, GBK Now. No. GBKN Owl 71. I guess is the most I can make out of that one. Thank you for following, and I apologize in advance. Not entirely sure what for yet, but we'll figure it out together. There's more to this game than I thought there was. Like, I know I'm sounding like a broken record here, just going over this point again and again, but for something that only cost me $4, it's incredibly beautiful, and it's kind of blowing me away with just how intricate a lot of the progression is. A lot of it just boils down to go fight things and level up, but still. Make progress to make progress is the mantra here. It also feels really good. I'm sure it would feel any better if I actually managed to figure out some way to use a gamepad, but had enough USB ports. I've figured out a way, it's just By the way, something else I'm thinking of doing here soon, just to make things a little more transparent for people who do decide to support me. I'm thinking of taking... Because I saw one of the animators. I basically take inspiration from other people who have figured out things that I haven't yet. What I mean by that is, I'm taking a couple cues from guys like Josh Jepson. When it comes to like streaming and layout and whatnot, he has a couple ideas I didn't even think of that I'm starting to implement here step by step. The other guy is an animator on YouTube. He does a lot of Monster Hunter stuff. But what he does, that I never even thought of, is releasing an earnings report, just for the sake of transparency with people. And that's a really slick idea. As soon as I heard that, I was like, shit, why didn't I think of that? Because that's so smart. That instills so much confidence in people, knowing that you're spending all of that money they pledged to you for advancing business on business things, you know? Okay. I got a problem with this archer. Wait. What? What? Get over him! Get over it, with or without Bennett Foddy. Oh my god. They're just spawning in even more archers. That helmet ain't gonna save you. I see, so it's a Bayonetta situation. Big slow guy will eventually start attacking behind him if you're not careful. And it's pretty quick too, so you want to pay attention. Understand the timing so you don't get too... Makes me think of Odin Sphere. Exactly. This is done in the style of a whole bunch of really good Vanillaware games, which is what caught my eye about it to begin with. Ryza, you actually have to thank for pointing this game out to me. He's the one that first told me about it back when we were actually doing a stream long play of Odin Sphere. What did we just pick up? Oh, I thought Tower Watch was the name of, like... Tower Watch was the name of an accessory that I picked up. Like something I'd sell. Just an actual watch. But no. That's a Royal Guard weapon. Even fully upgraded, it's better than the sword we've got. Well, why not, right? Enhancing success. Cool stuff. Now it's up to 103 on top of everything else. We're just getting better and better as we go. It's sad to say goodbye to our soldier's hand here, but what's better is better, right? I think we picked up our first rage potion not too long ago. 80%. So all of these are different percentages of HP. Continuously consuming potion will decrease the recovery effects. So that's to keep people from abusing it, just brute forcing their way through the game. But only that particular potion, correct? Or is it between all of them? I'm gonna hold on to that elixir. That's like endgame stuff. If something says it recovers 100% of all of your resources, you save that for final bosses. I'm one of those players of RPGs, as I've said many times. I just like to hoard all of the good stuff and then blow it in the last climactic battle. Final Fantasy IX was a good indication of that. Ooh, you look fun. And by fun, I mean you look terrifying. I keep thinking that the tab menu is my... Yep. Yep. Wait, I could have just gone from the... I could have just gone from the campsite to that this whole time. I didn't need to do any of that rigmarole up there. Well, at least we had fun along the way, everybody. The real level up was the friends we made along the way. Save me now, ability tree. So, okay, holy water. Potion cooldown lasts 2 seconds less. Pick up food, heals 10% more. Regain 20 rage when picking up food. So this is basically just making... This is all survival skills down this tree. And I don't think it actually requires any particular item to get too far either. Yeah, look at that. We could go all the way down that without needing anything else. 6 seconds less. So we could spam the potions, except there's that other catch-all be-all there, too. By the way, Chiron, you will have your level 3 emote here in not too long in the future. I have the emote ready to go here. Well, no. I'm working on sub-badges. That's what I'm working on with Pillow Sledder at the moment. Those will be ready to go soon. I still need to pay him for that, and then I will be comfortable paying him, asking him to make another emote for me. You know how I am. Like, even if people make stuff for me in advance, I always make sure I reward them professionally before I use it in a professional scope. It just feels right. Silver tongue. See, okay. I feel like I'm playing Fallout 4 right now. I should hold on to all of my sellable stuff until I have that ability, I feel like. But it's 20,000 mana. Is gold really that big of an issue in this game? I wonder. Reminds me of that ProZD sketch on hoarding items. ProZD's good people, man. He's hilarious. Now, I have my suspicions. Is he one of those guys that started on Vine? Because he does that short-term comedy thing really well. Warning, extremely hostile enemy ahead. Do you wish to approach? Well, let me thanks for telling me so that I could save first. That's not even me being condescending. I actually appreciate that. I wish more games actually gave me warnings. You know, if all of the billowing purple evil smoke wasn't enough of an indication. Uh-oh. Ow. Alrighty then. Well, we know what he does when he does that. I gotta master that dodge. Okay. Those are bombs, apparently. Ah, he doesn't get hurt by his own explosions. That kind of sucks. I don't think any of that debris actually hurts me. That stomp is just like an attack for right in front of him. Wow, this is a fallen king of sorts. Or he's like an old guard captain. I wonder what the story is here in this place. Like, who is this guy? What, or rather, what was he in life? I think is the better question. Because I think he's fallen the same fate that those zombies have. Nope, I'm gonna get rid of that backup if you don't mind. Man, I just suck at dodging that attack, don't I? Got confident there for a second. That's the key, everybody. Just don't get confident. Don't ever believe you can do anything in a video game. Then you'll never be disappointed when it blows up in your face. Oh, well, that debris actually hurt me. What's the use potion button again? F? Yes, F. That's the one. Ugh. Oh, man, it's coming down to the wire. At least I wasn't getting continuously hit by the guy. That was me pressing the wrong button. I thought something else was my dodge for a second. I briefly thought I was playing a completely different video game. The Asgonian General was his name. You find a dark crystal. Hang on a minute, is this a locked treasure chest? And that lock doesn't look too strong. Tutorial, elemental damage. A rune warden is able to channel the hidden elemental force in a weapon. This includes fire, ice, and lightning. Fire does extra damage. Ice has a chance to slow an enemy down. Lightning has a chance of passing % of damage to a nearby target. Nice, so it's chaining damage. That's always cool. So what is this weapon we just got? Cleric's Prey. Technically weaker than what we already have on a base level, but it's electric. Oof, and that's a pretty steep cost to upgrade it too. I don't know how much upgrading it will help either is the other thing. Hell, this thing's weaker than the soldier's hand. We're basically paying out the tooth and attack power to be able to hit multiple enemies at once. Which is an interesting trade-off, I gotta say. Let's take a look at this crystal we fought so hard to grab there. Nope, that's the spiral. Runestone, material. Wow, it doesn't even show up in our key items here. That's weird. I know I have it, it just exists in this nebulous, like, space that's not even my real inventory. I wonder why. Did they just not trust people not to discover a glitch to delete it out of existence or whatever? I don't blame them, to be fair. Okay, finally reaching this cutscene. Wonderful. Well done, Miss Vivian. Now let's see if I can't use all of this evil energy to make something good happen. Because power is power. Just depends on the heart of the person using it. What could this pitiful little curse do in such a sacred field? Now, Miss Vivian. What? You need not hide your true nature any longer. I know who you are, Rune Warden. Damn! I wonder how many Academy wizards you have slaughtered. Or failed to slaughter. No matter. Ah! Can't move. Completely powerless. There's nothing that you can do, Rune Warden. I've enchanted you. You are mine. If you attempt to disobey me, I shall end your life in the span of a moment. To be honest, I don't care much for the folks at the Academy. And a little Rune Warden is no bother to me. But there is a handsome reward for a Rune Warden's head, dead or alive. What do you want? Let's make a deal. I want you to find something for me. If you bring it to me, I will remove the enchantment I've cast on you. We will be square after that. You shan't hear from me again, and I will keep your secret. Yeah, and I'll keep your fucking head. Why is every NPC in this game an asshole? What are you looking at, you little shit? Bet you're getting off on this. No one needs to know your true identity, Rune Warden. Do we have a deal? Good. And since I'm such a kind witch, I may even offer some gold. You have the word of the highest-ranking witch in the Academy. Seems I have no choice. I'll do as you say. The sellsword knows her place. Good. I cannot fucking wait till that curse eats your brain. Camden, accompany Miss Vivian on her quest. When she has found the item I desire, contact me immediately. And one more thing, Miss Vivian. If you do anything I find uncouth or attempt to escape, Camden will let me know. Enough of those matters. The item you are searching for is an artifact called the Bracelet of Zoe. You should find the Tall Tree Witch for further details. She is a troublesome old hag. But I imagine you will be fine, Miss Vivian. Madame. Camden, remember what I have told you. If anything seems out of the ordinary with our sellsword, share your vision with me and I will know immediately. Good luck, Miss Vivian. You killing all the things, Fnu? I'm waiting for the chance to be able to, yeah. The rifts in Brockleshire have been unlocked. You can activate the rift by spending gold. By entering it, you will face an intense battle, but if you survive the fight, there will be a great reward to collect. So this is a lot like Muramasa, the Demon Blade. It had the same sort of idea. Does it warn me, though? Does it tell me exactly how powerful some of these rifts are? That's what I'm curious about. So I guess we start at the very beginning. If we're looking for all of these, more chances to earn more money. And abilities on top of that. We have a chance to buy an elemental weapon here. We've already got the best armor we can possibly own at this point in the game. Wow, one of the boars finally actually legitimately attacked me. I thought I'd never see the day. Like, even when they run forward where it looks like they're charging, that doesn't actually do any damage to you. Good, it also does that thing where you can move while you've got the map open. I appreciate that a lot. More than you know. Being able to check location while on the run is nice. And on the plus side, all of this backtracking does help me realize that I won't have to check these spots in the future. Sup, douchebag. Sup, douche stone. Sup, douche husband. Sup, douche crow. Sup, douche seller. Sup, douche buff. Sup, douche. Come on. Oh, I could have sworn. That's what I would have done. I would have put well, I mean, if you were gonna put a rift somewhere around in the very starting area after all of that happened. You know, I'll tell you the mindset this game is putting me in right now. The mindset is everybody hates me. Nobody in this world likes me. Nobody anywhere. Everything wants to kill me. Everything hates me. Everything wants me dead and is trying to force me into doing things I don't want to do. I'm getting defensive is the mindset I'm in right now. I'm getting to the point where I just want to get as strong as possible, not because it's an RPG and it's a satisfying gameplay loop, but because it's the only way I'm going to live. Right? It's like it feels like these people could turn on me at any moment, and in fact, one of them did. One of them has essentially put a command word kill on me. Could destroy me anytime she feels like. This is not an inviting world, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's beautiful. It's beautiful aesthetically, but none of these people are pleasant. She said it herself. I'm no trouble to her. But now this just leads to even more questions. If she's so powerful, why isn't she just going to grab this thing herself? What, does she just get off on holding power over somebody that kills mages for a living? That's going to be useful in the future. Extra health costs so much, though. Recover HP when picking up gold. That would be nice and useful. Ends fall costs less rage. I mean, that's an ability we've got. Watch out, man. This sounds like burning down village talk. It's just one of those, I know these people are going to make a move on me eventually, and when they do, I'm going to be ready. That's my mindset right now. Maybe there's one hiding out in the fields here somewhere. It's the walk softly and carry a big stick. It's like, you know, I was just having fun. I just wanted to be on a nice little adventure. I just wanted to go out, help people, you know, be celebrated a little bit, get a meal. But no. No, none of you wanted to let me have my fun. Well, okay. I can play that kind of RPG too. You want me to be the asshole in this? You want me to actually be the asshole in this situation? You want me to be the kind of guy who just You want me to be that player who just screws over everybody for personal gain? I'm just saying. I can die as many times as I want. Y'all don't have that luxury. I've played Undertale. I know the extent of my powers. You see what I just did there? Did you see that, old man? What I just did with this stone? Burn me. Tie me to a stake. Poke me with spears and shoot arrows into my chest. I'll just warp back in time, come back here, and the first thing I'm gonna do is lop off your freaking head. I'm watching you, buddy. Alright, we're taking the south path this time. You don't want to play this... Listen to me. You don't want to play that game with me. Let's just all have fun here, yeah? Let's just have a nice little RPG where everybody's leaving it on to great lives and has a happy ending. Savvy? Good rock talk. I haven't found a single rift yet, or if I have, I haven't recognized it when I saw it. I mean, you'd think they would mark it with something like this big glowing portal. Or there'd be a magic circle in the ground, something to that effect. But nothing. I haven't seen a single thing yet. And it feels like we've covered a lot of screens here. Is there only one in this area? It said they were unlocked. Fucking genocide route. I'm just telling them right now, don't let it come to that. That will not be my first option. I came here for a different kind of experience, but if it comes down to that, let it be known I'm the one with the sword. Speaking of swords, of course they picked up the sword from the whatever stone. The one that was apparently guarding the village from the whatever that was out there. Of course they took that weapon away and I can't actually use it for anything. Looked like a fairly decent weapon, too. And if he's waited his whole life to use that sword. It's like he's not in the village anymore. She was the only survivor of the family. Nobody else needs it at this moment. Why let good loot go to waste, right? Or maybe it's just one of those the devs didn't think of that. I don't know, it would feel almost symbolic, because that sword has a story now. You know what I mean? Equipment, I feel like, should have a personality. It should have a story. Pieces of equipment that have a history attached to them, like you know what battles they've been through, you know what they've done, you know the weight of what swinging around such a thing means. You. Hi. How do I do a French accent? Ho ho ho. I am Napoleon Bonaparte. Have you ever wondered what the other side of the world looks like? I may fulfill your curiosity. For some gold, of course. Spend 3,000 gold to open the rift. Well, alright. Please be careful. I didn't save before doing this either. Oh boy. No map? Of course there's not. Well then. We've made all of the good choices here. This is the hell we've built up around ourselves. Now we just gotta fight our way out, it seems. Ah, crap. Well, there's all that poison. Man, this is taking a long-ass time to go away. Building up a heck of a combo here, though. I just had to say it, didn't I? Ugh! The damage is still sticking. It's those big guys. They're the big problem in any single fight. That was it. I just had to fight a bunch of zombies. It was an excellent performance. Do you wish to leave now? Nah. Oh, there's nothing left to do. I thought he was offering me a situation of, you know, there's more left, but I could bail you out now if you wish. If you want to be a coward and miss out on rewards, it's no skin off my back. Right, let's find out what other skill... Now that everybody knows we're a rune warden, no point hiding it anymore. Take all the skills we can out of that path. Wyvern attack. What was this one up here? 600. Both of the skills I really want will cost me 600. And then 2,500 beyond that. So yeah, we'll save up mana for a little bit. Yeah, we'll leave now. We shall meet again. Indeed we shall. I don't even get an achievement for that. Come on, I completed a rift. I'm sure that was a challenge in somebody's mind. That's why you hid all those goodies behind it. Potions and everything. All that extra mana for abilities. Ah, yes, the dire rat. It's like a normal rat, but dire. What exactly does that mean? Apparently, it makes them bouncy. One of these days, I'll know that that's not the map button. So the forest led out back here. And beyond this is the stone? Yep. No sword in sight. Dang. Somebody thought of that. But you can't help but wonder, that, again, that leaves a new question now. Where did it go? Where did it disappear to? Can you believe Undertale is 2 years old? No, I can. I can. It's been a heck of a ride since then. Fanbase has kind of gone through a bunch of ups and downs. Okay. Note to self, I have a dodge now. You might want to try using it against the enemies that have proven time and again can actually hit you. He's not even here anymore and he's still damaging me. I'm still paying for that one mistake. Sucks. Poison sucks so much. There we go. That's a little better. You know, if I keep him at that distance away, he'll never even be able to hit me. That's another way to handle that guy, I guess. I mean, let's be real. Am I ever going to remember to use this ability? $600. 1,600. What does luck even do, out of curiosity? Heavy attack. I don't even know heavy attack yet. Although... Ooh. Spin to win. So that combo is JK. Okay. Let's try that out. Okay. So depending on when we throw in the heavy attack now, we'll do something completely different. I assume that heavy attack hits multiple times. That's a more powerful version of our normal combo, and it doesn't even cost us any rage. Nice. We get 2 hits out of that, and look how much damage it did. It took down the big guy in one fell swoop. Not bad at all. Hey, it's the Guardian! ASM is on, so I'm probably going to watch that. But glad I came to the stream for a bit. Hey, I'm glad you did too. I always tell this to people, but I'm just happy people show up. You think I'm worth watching among the great list of things. ASM, though, that's not an acronym I recognize. American Horror Story would be AHS. ASM. Semantic Men? Abject static mice. Abhorrent structured money. Australian speedrun marathon. Okay. I was way off. I wasn't even close. I assume this is an international version of AGDQ. I might have to check these guys out. What's their official channel name, just so I know? Maybe they'll be the people we raid tonight if we have enough people here right now. I'm just being thorough with this before we move on to the next area. I just want to make sure we scour every corner of this map. It's not just for grinding, it's also for finding those rifts. Because we get stuff for doing them. We get a whole bunch of extra mana, and we get to finally put all of our skills to the test. We get just this big old fight. God, it doesn't even stand a chance. Like, I don't know if it's the sword we've got or what, but that's just incredible how easily he gets taken down by that combo. The tiny rats. They're everywhere. AUS speedrun marathon. Okay. We'll check them out when I get the chance. What were we saving up for next? 600, right. It hasn't really changed. Heavy attack. No, that's our whirling slash. Heavy attack is something completely different. I don't know. Should we just stick around here and just get everything we can with the items that we've got? JJJK. Hits enemies multiple times. It can break an enemy's defense more effectively. And if we upgrade it, we increase the number of hits again. So if we manage to get 3 hits in and then charge forward, we just mow down an entire group of enemies. Deal more damage. I need the Thunder Heart for that. Wait a second, have I been missing something this whole time? Because we have the Essence of Ice there, and we have the Thunder Heart down here. Yeah, I missed it before. How did I miss it before? But the Force of Flame is also right there. Increase all fire elemental damage. I wonder if we get to make the choice later. Regain rage when damage is taken. Or gain more rage. Every critical hit regains 10 rage. Every critical hit heals 1% HP. And down the ice path, we have 2 rage when picking up mana crystals. 1 extra mana when picking up crystals. Ranking up weapons costs 20% less mana. Essence of Ice might be the way to go, man. Just helping with progression. That's useful right there. That will get me way stronger, way faster than I should be. That'll get me ahead of the curve. Yeah. We have a plan. We have a goal. We have a call to action. And we must answer. How long has this been here and I've just never opened it? Or did the game just not record that I got all of that? Whatever, it's not an MMO. I don't feel like... I have no fear of cheating. Got extra armor to sell? Yeah, all of these duplicate swords that I don't need and weaker items. I could just pawn those off on the first shop I come to. Oh, no, you don't. No, I see you back there. Oh, he's dead already. In my fierce blood rage, I didn't even notice that the threat was gone already. You know, I'm actually glad I went through all the trouble to fight these guys before I went to take on that boss. It paid off for me in the end. Made that encounter a little... way easier than it probably should have been. Picking up those JO crystals. God, again, I'm not the pop culture guy. What is that a reference to? Meditation. How far down does this one... Wait. Oh, that doesn't cost me anything up until I get way far in. So I can just keep building rage as long as I like. Just getting angrier and angrier the farther we go down the tree. This is a really interesting skill to me. Aerial strategy. Just a flat 15% more damage while in the air. They're really encouraging me to do that juggle combo, to launch people, to look cool. That's what... I get it now. Huh. I like that type of design. I don't know if that was intentional or not on their part, but that's it. That is an ability that actively encourages me to play the game in the way the developers wanted me to, which is just use combos, mix things up, send people up in the air. Of course, I don't have it yet. It's not an ability I'm picking up early or anything. Alright. I took a lot of damage there, but as long as the archer's dead, that's all that matters. Man, that guy does damage even as he's going up in the air. These guys suck, dude. Oh, for crying out loud. Get out. Just get out. You mind coming my way a little bit? That's it. Get on my level, dummy. He does not like comments about his intelligence, apparently. Right, so I basically have to bait him into doing an attack. That's the only way I'm going to be able to reliably hit those guys. Doesn't matter much because I'm not going to encounter them past this, but... Hey, second playthrough, New Game Plus. I did not know this was a thing, Dr. Path. I learn new things every day. This is why I do these streams, is to get vital information for my everyday life, like this. To know that I can pick that kind of thing up. My life was incomplete without this information, so thank you. Thank you for enlightening me to this fact. Something I actually want to point out about what just happened in the ability tree here. So I just kind of picked up nutrition and then bounced over here really quickly and picked up something else because I was just like, it's something I need, I guess. It's nice to have, but there's no definitively super skill. It also, the items, in a weird way, they're kind of nice that they're limiting me somewhat. And here's why. Because it limits my scope. Now that I understand those are there, it keeps... Because you look at something like this right from the beginning, and you're like, oh my god, there are so many abilities, I don't even know what to take first, or what's good, or what path is going to lead me to the best optimal route. But you can't get too far down any one particular tree because those items are blocking your path. So, for now, all I have to do is focus on everything before this point on this tree. Before... what was it? This point on that tree? Over here, I can start doing some damage. Down here, I could start doing some damage. But over in this place, it also locks off some of the later stuff, too. So just, that's my world for now. That I can manage. I don't have to make long-term plans already. Nice, glad you could join us, Pillisletter. Yeah, we started a little late tonight, so I figure it wasn't gonna be... It was a good idea to go a little past our typical 10 p.m. drop-off mark. We started at, what, like 8:30 or something? Which is abhorrent. There you are. There we go. I knew there was going to be another one hidden somewhere. Alright, how much you charging for this one? Have you ever wondered what the other side of the world looks like? Not yet. Not right now. We're going to save first. And then I'm going to look at the other side of the world. Yes. Please be careful. I'll be as careful as a rune warden can possibly be, buddy. Have you seen my ability tree here? I'm doing all right for myself. I don't know if you'd noticed. Right, I'm gonna have to make really good... I need to... Oh my goodness! Alrighty then. Oh, that's the catch to this. It was too easy. I should have known that this was gonna be too easy. Now it makes sense. Oh boy. Because either one of them can just do that at any moment they like. They have those jumping attacks, they have screen clearing attacks. They can just hit me from wherever they like. I need to constantly keep track of them all the time. Well, alright. So, what do we do about that? Now that we know that's there... I didn't realize they were going to make us fight 2 bosses. Right off the bat like that. A little bit of a cheap way to go about a challenge, but if you insist... Our armor's not up to snuff. If we're going to take on that fight, we need to be able to actually afford to take some hits. Either that or spend some of my better potions, which I'm not willing to do yet, because I have a feeling we're not even close to endgame. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say sayonara to that one for now. And come back another time. We're gonna have to level up a bit. Which sucks, because there's probably something really good beyond that. As the internet always reminds me, get good, scrub. I don't know why he even charges you money. If you die inside there, you're just going to reload from your last save anyway, so it's like the punishment never happens. What am I buying, essentially? The ability to go in and fight these guys again? I'm essentially paying for an extra difficult for the experience of an extra difficult boss fight. God, he does so much damage. Yeah, these are powered up versions of him too. Oh, thank you. You actually saved me from having to deal with those bombs. I appreciate you. I think my key here is focusing on one of them at a time. Unless they actively give me chances to hit both of them at once, like that. Oh shit, which one have I been doing damage to? You! Ah, crap. Nuts. Ah, balls. Ah, tits. Ass! Ah! Alright, well, it's none of my XL potions, at least. Wait, that's not the one I want to be hitting. I'm eating a lot of crow right now. Okay. First one here. Come on. Just have to take him down. And then this will be way easier. Having just one to manage is going to change this entire encounter. I committed too much to that. I knew I was going to get hit by that thing. And the plus side to this is, I already know all of this guy's attacks. I've had enough chance to practice them right now. I burned 6 potions on this encounter. So I hope the reward is at least worth it. I should have been using that attack that whole time. Hindsight's always 20/20, right? That charge. Enjoy it while you got it, buddy. On the plus side, look at all that experience. Have you heard of a little game called Cave Story? It's free, by the way. I actually have the Switch version, so yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Look at all that. 2,707 mana. And we almost got all of our gold back. What can we buy with all of that experience? More defense? We could get more health. Up our critical chance a little bit. Hell, plus 1.5 times critical chance. That's useful. But I'm thinking for now, I want a little... until I learn how to dodge properly, toughness and health will help us out quite a bit. I don't really want to save up for that. Training would be nice. Not having to worry about dying. Mortality's a foreign concept to me now. Yeah, I'd rather take less damage than be able to take more. If that makes any sense. Can you buy more skill? The shade. If I had an alert that was just that... I've never been able to find this clip, but you know the one. You've seen it before. At least some of you I know have. Just that group of people just standing on like a sidewalk somewhere. There's a tree in the background. They're all just going, ah! Everybody always uses it every time somebody gets roasted. If I had that as an alert, I would have played it just for you, Pillow Sledder. Alright, kid. Well, now that you've seen horrors beyond imagining, let's continue with our quest, shall we? He's just in there in the back of this the whole time, understanding how ruthlessly strong I actually am. You don't even realize it yet, but that's probably what I'm going to end up having to do to your mentor eventually. And I'm pretty sure she'll deserve it when it happens. Don't worry, I will be totally justified in this action, even though nobody in the game is going to act like it. If the rest of the story so far has been any indication. I've got a decent amount of cash on me. I kind of want to go back and buy that imp snail. The fire damage might be useful for something we'll be fighting in the future. Hell, we've got a monster encyclopedia here. Chief commander of the Asgonian army is rumored to be descended from dragons. After defeating a giant sent by Wissandith Kingdom, the general abruptly passed away. His army was subsequently slaughtered by the Wissandith troops. There were no survivors. A little gruesome. Known for its distinct and often annoying caw, this midnight black bird has a look of pride about it, but is known to steal small goods. This tusk cousin of the pig may share some adorable features, but is actually a ferocious threat to any passerby. You know, one that isn't fiercely armored like I am. Typically found in large packs, jackals are predators that follow their prey and only strike. See, I was half expecting all of this to give me information about, you know, like their stats or their elemental weaknesses, maybe, you know, useful information. Oh, whatever. I'll read it another time when I don't have a lot of people watching me. Who cares about lore, right? I mean, we found it, we just don't want it. What do we got? Are we supposed to be going this way? You can never actually tell in these games. Why are they still throwing crows at me, I wonder? Is it just an annoyance thing, or did that little note about them stealing small goods actually mean something? Like, can they actually steal items from me? If I'm not careful, it'll nick a potion off of me or whatever when it hits me. Ooh, we finally got our hands on an amulet. That'll be useful, because that'll... Oh. You have super armor. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. Oh boy. Okay, we're in a position where we actually have to pay attention now. Huh. Neat little Easter egg there. Wasn't quite a treasure chest. A little more satisfying to bust apart, though. For good troll dialogue in an RPG. No stats, just an in-depth and very long talk about what an enemy does. It's sort of like when you die to Mr. Oh! Well, now this is happening. And now I know for the future. I'll still probably make the exact same mistake 5 minutes from now. And I will highlight it when it happens, just to show that I never, ever learn lessons. Definitive proof forever for the internet to have. Can this wear off sometime this century, please? Good lord. Shall we rest here? It's getting dark, and the forest can be dangerous at night. So, you're an apprentice? So what? Are you mocking me, Rune Warden? Don't you just love this kid? Aren't NPCs that try to endear themselves to you just the best? Not at all. Sorry. It's not common for me to share a campfire with someone. My last time was with Lucia. I'm sorry about what happened to your sister. It's her fate. I apologize for blaming you for all of that. I'm sorry, Rune Warden. I truly envy Lucia. So many people love her and take care of her. Do you not have a family that does that for you? I did, long ago. I've lost contact with my father. My sister was far too hard on me. My mother was sweet, though. Long ago, I lost them. When I think of my father, I can only recall him in silhouette. He was reading and researching and muttering the words, "No time left. No time left." He left us. He abandoned my mother, my sister, and me. None of us knew where he went. All I know is that the book he was reading drove him mad. I can't recall much about my mother's death, other than my sister holding me firmly. We were made orphans that day. My sister protected me from bullies, but she also pushed me to stand up for myself and not be afraid. If I'm being honest, I was afraid of my sister. She forced me to learn sword fighting that my father taught her. My sister was strict and serious. When I made mistakes or started to slack off, she would hit me. It's pretty much everything I remember of her. That's so... I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, bet you feel like shit now, kid. It's a little late. Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, I've only got a death curse on me that'll kill me the instant I start looking at somebody funny, but, you know, I appreciate the sympathy. When my mother died, my sister was 13 and I was 3. She was the one who brought me up, taking care of me and refusing to leave me alone. Why did I skip that last part? She is always so nice to me. You're lucky. Give her time and let her mourn. She'll be back to her normal self in no time. Where is your sister now? She's dead. I'm sorry. It's late. You should sleep. Good night, Miss Vivian. Oh, cool. We're on a name basis now. How kind of you. Sorry, do I sound a little cynical right now? No, it's not you, kid. It's nothing you did. No, I'm just a little pissed about the fucking bomb I've got strapped to my back. I already went through 50 rooms in the deep sea underground with that shit, okay? I don't need to deal with it anymore. Oh hell, what's one more forest, right? I've done everything except beat the Agent 4 within in that. Well, we got zombie deer now? What, are we playing Spooky's House of Jump Scares? I like that little detail where they run away instead of actually falling over and dying. What kind of monster kills a deer anyway? Hey? Wait a minute. It's just the world, man. You are awfully buff for a pretty boy. That is way too much muscle to give the Riku of this story. That wicked old hag. How dare she blame me for this mess? This is our fate, my love. We both know why. I'm sorry, Anne-Marie. I just couldn't allow you to stay in that hag's filthy nest by yourself. Rest assured, my dearest Mark, I want nothing more than to spend every waking moment by your side. And I by yours, my darling. Now let's be off to find what that hag asked us to find. Someone's coming. Let's away. That man seems dangerous. I'm not sure I want anything to do with him. Is this the place? It certainly seems so. So he's a Chad. Maybe.
What a special day this is. I have another cursed visitor.
Greetings. Your knowledge and wisdom are well spoken of, suiteth the tall tree witch. My name is Vivian.
It's an honor to make your acquaintance, ma'am. I'm Camden. I sense the power of the runes upon you, and you bring me an adorable little academy pet. How cute he is. Cute? I'm the apprentice of the great witch. What brings you to this humble old woman?
Your knowledge knows no bounds. I'm certain you already know.
True.
I'm currently under the employ of Holborn the Veride. I search for the bracelet of Zoe. It was suggested that I seek your guidance. You know, if there was a little moment here where she just says,
Oh, that old bat? Here, let me help you with that. Do you want to do a job for me instead?
It just breaks the curse on me right there.
Ah, yes. That is exactly how that brat Holborn operates, isn't it? How dare you! She's too afraid to come by herself, so she sends an errand dog. Why does she fear this old woman?
I imagine she's saying that not as a question to herself, but to us. I couldn't say.
If it is information on the bracelet of Zoe you seek, it is yours. But I must ask you to do something for me first. If you're up to the task, I will tell you all I know.
It seems that I have no other choice. Just one errand leading into another. My ship is destroyed. My only friend on this island is currently in an insane coma. And I have and I have a microchip in my brain that'll explode the instant I say a swear word. This day's already going pretty badly. Why not? What hellscape are you sending me to today?
Very good. You must journey to the ruins of the kingdom of Esgoni. I want you to bring me the crown of immortality from Maximilian II.
I know the story of the kingdom of Esgoni. This is no easy task. Camden, I want you to wait here for me.
No!
Very well, but you must stay close to me. Farewell, tall tree witch.
How trying it must be to have someone's life in your hands. Good luck, Rune Warden.
Thanks for the luck. I'll certainly need it. Do you have any stuff I can steal? I can break your books. Oh, you've probably learned all the information you needed from them anyway. Got any other information you want to part on me?
If you get me that crown, I'll give you all the information I have.
If you're afraid of a little ghost. I am afraid of nobody. Did you see the two... Did you not see the two bosses I just took down back there? Ugh, that thing's just out of my range. There we go. That's how you grab that one. That was almost a puzzle to figure out how to get all the random items in there. I'm a little sad it didn't give me a bigger reward for being clever like that and having the right combo when I came here. Any abilities I can learn right now? I mean, I don't even have heavy attack yet, but I can upgrade it now. A little bit of preemptive powering up, if you will. Or do I have heavy attack? Where's your motivation? Right here, apparently, Virgil. Thanks for looking out for me, though. Making sure I knew the answer to that. Motivation, it's important to have that. Disney World. Let's look at the map. Oh? And where in the world is this path leading me? Down into the heart of the very forest itself? Past the poisonous clouds and angry living mushrooms? No need to head in that direction right now. Well, fine. Pardon me for trying to get to the next area. You know, everybody else is telling me exactly what I need to do at every given moment. I guess invisible walls aren't too out of the question here. Knock it off. You get out of here. I have no time for games. I like how if you listen, you can hear most of the enemies coming. It warns you that the crow's there. It warns you that the deer is there. It's all the way down there in the corner, isn't it? There's a hell of a path. Well, I mean, I was going to explore most of this forest anyway. And that's probably them teaching me that those bushes can do all kinds of damage if I'm not careful. I've still yet to... Oh, hi. Hey there, friend.
Come, come. Have a look at my wares.
Oh, thank goodness, somebody who actually has items for me. I spent a lot of HP potions back there. God, look at all of that. No wonder things that upgrade your ability to buy and sell items are so expensive. The entire game is balanced around it. They just don't want you having items. Ever. Under any circumstance. Come on, this is all good stuff. Well, I just want to see what your other guys have. I've got the funds. I've got the crafting skills. Well, Are they skills to pay the bills, though? With attack power like that, yeah, you're getting pretty good. God, that's even better than the Imp Snail. Yeah. I'm down. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I was wondering where, like, the iron and the ore and everything else was going to come into play. I see. Now I understand. On the plus side, I don't know where to get leather. I don't know where to get hard leather. However, I do know where to get iron ore. Whatever. My feelings aren't hurt. See, this guy understands. Why can't every other merchant be as cool as him? Difference is, I actually want what he has. Ugh. Thank goodness I finally got rid of that trash. Oh, what's that? Oh, nothing. Enjoy your purchase. Fucking shyster. Fine. I've spent all of my money at your shop. You guys happy now? Somebody finally... Are you proud of me, Dad? There you go. Not bad work, actually. And where are you hawking? I'm preparing for a big cooking tournament. Care to try some test recipes? You look awfully familiar. Wait a minute. I know you. 'Cause this was a Kickstarter game, right? Isn't that the girl from Battle Chef Brigade? The main character? She looks awfully similar. Grant a permanent buff. Perfectly cooked bacon. The remaining grease drippings are nearly drinkable. I can't even judge. I would totally do that too. Or Magnus's poached egg. So we're sacrificing 1 point of HP and extra defense for 3% more attack power on that. When broken, the yerk soul serves as a delicious and beautiful sauce. I mean, the obvious answer here is bacon. But that egg gives... You know, we need both recipes anyway. So I'll buy one and then the other. I'm essentially getting the recipe so I can make it for myself at any time. She even says it. So yeah, this is totally a guest character. A battle chef brings down the beasts they cook themselves. The best flavors come from great battles. That's a game I gotta stream sometime. Somebody actually got me that for Christmas. Battle Chef Brigade, I believe it was Colt. Would you guys want to watch that? Because it's a really great looking game. Have not tried it myself, but hey, half the fun we have on this channel is just my blind impressions to things. And on that note, leaving off at the Asgonian dungeon, I think it's actually time to call the stream tonight. We're at 11 p.m. Even though we started a little late, I'm getting kind of tired, and I know I've got a lot of extra. It's free on Prime? Nice! That's so nice. Right, I forgot that this wasn't a console game. Can you tell how out of it I am right now? And just in general. Yep. What are our stats right now? 6 viewers? It's been long enough. Let's go on a raid. Let's go say hi to somebody. Who am I Oh, what was their name? What was their name? Somebody mentioned this a little earlier. Okay, so let me search for these guys. Yeah, there they are. I did promise I was going to do this, so... Let's go back to my own channel. Oh, right, the D20. Thank you for reminding me, Pillow. God, yeah, it has been a while. Okay, so don't have my actual physical D20 here, so I wonder if the link is still there. Yup, still right at the top of my selection. Before we go, let's roll a D20 and see if something amazing happens. A 12. Has one of the numbers we're looking for, which is a 2. If only that 1 wasn't there. If only it was replaced by a 0 and their positions were flipped around. Alright, time to go on a raid. I know exactly who we're going to raid. The question is, what is the message? What is the message? Hashtag what? I'm open to suggestions here, everybody. Just a vague rant. That's what I'm going to go with if nobody has any better ideas for a raid message. Hey, Colt. Back just in time for the raid. I'm not seeing any suggestions if nobody has anything off the top of their head. What was the D20? It was a 12. Nothing's happened here, so don't worry about it. Yep, hashtag a vague rant. That is our raid message, and we are going to raid S-A-U-S. I'm pretty sure that's their name. Yeah, okay. Make sure you actually raid and not host. Yeah, I've got /raid on this. So thank you all for coming tonight. It's, like I said at the beginning, it's a blast to get back into streaming again. Don't know if I'm going to continue the Vague Rant because we have big plans for this weekend, like the Splatfest and everything. Remember proper raid etiquette. Only post the message once unless they fight back with unless they fight back with emotes, in which case, spam away. Thank you all for coming tonight, and please join us again tomorrow night when we will be playing a little bit of Pokemon Panic Yellow Edition. Until then, I'm Whatthefnu. Later, everybody.